Okay, welcome to D&D and Distance, a special makeup session featuring me and my very new mustache. And I think
We
that's
love to
it.
see it.
Yeah. No, we're gonna start with a little scene away from our heroes with our anti-hero Savvy and his faithful sidekick Dump Truck. So Savvy, you and Dump Truck left the sort of main gang and wandered away. And once you were out of earshot and eye shot, and had found um, a sort of relatively quiet, deserted spotted branch, you pulled a key out from your pocket and stuck it in the air, turned it, and opened the door opened the door that appeared there and stepped through and you found yourself, you find yourselves, since Dump Truck is with you, in just like in a row in a library, just a huge library with books on stacks, or on shelves on either side of you, sort of like your nice background right
Oh,
now, actually. um like all the way up, like as high as you can see. Um,
I'll never get tired of this view.
yeah, Dump Truck says, "Yeah, it's okay." And through the stack to your left, you hear a voice, and the voice says, "Well, what did you discover?"
Hey, boss. I, I, um, I managed to go and do a little recon on those three fellas that we met, or that you were talking about earlier. Um, I, they were a very resourceful bunch. We, we kind of got along not too bad, but they didn't know who I was. Um,
And, and did you
I
find anything important? Did you?
Yeah, actually, I noticed that they all had a magic source on their body somewhere, but I couldn't really identify what they were. Um, I don't know if that's anything that, you know, I don't know what those were, but I think that's worth investigating a little bit more. Um, yeah, they're also very resourceful, um,
Hmm.
so we should need to look out for them.
Yeah, this voice says, did you establish any sort of rapport with them? Or can you go back and meet with them again? Remember, your task um, is to force them to gain experience any way that you can. Did you fight with them? Did you force them into a fight at all?
Um, so it started out really weird at first. You know, it's like, will we, won't we fight? But um, we we actually ended up going along together. Actually, we met Green Luscious. Dump
Yeah,
Truck here has
yeah.
got the sock.
Dump Truck next to you holds up the sock, but he doesn't really know where to hold it up because there's nobody standing in front of you, right? This is just sort of a voice sort of emanating through the books. And he just sort of holds it up and he says, "It was awesome, boss. You would have loved it. It was so cool." Um,
But
yeah.
yeah, I think we got along really well. Apart from Dahlia locking Dump Truck here in a locker. That's a long
Yeah,
story.
yeah, that part was, well, actually that part was kind of the best for me, but yeah, admittedly I was locked in there, but it was a pretty great locker, but I was locked in. I don't know. It's sort of a,
Yeah.
yeah, sort of a tough one. That
I
voice comes again, but it comes from the left side now. Um, and it says, this is fantastic, Savvy, because what I am paying you for is to become good buds with these dingleberries. So that's fantastic news. Um,
Yes.
Tell me what your plans are now, and tell me why I shouldn't assign someone else to this case. You understand how
Well,
important this is, don't you?
yeah, well, you know, as you said, we established a pretty good rapport. You know, they absolutely loved me. You know, They when I left, they were screaming, "Savvy, come! Don't go! Come back! We've
next
missed
to
you."
you, next to you, dump truck is going. Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot about them as well. Dahlia, the cunning tiefling, Pre, the persuasive Asimar, and you, the seductive Furbolg. We love them. I think I can do a little bit more with them, and they'll never suspect me.
That voice comes again, but it seems to come from all around you this time, and it just says, "Don't become too close to them. Once they make it through, once they make it through the door, I want you to make contact again, and this time I expect more than just some loving descriptions of who they are.
Yeah,
Do you
I mean,
understand?"
yeah, they suck. Yeah,
Yeah.
understood, boss.
Next to you, dump truck goes, "Yeah, big time, boss." And then dump truck looks up to you and goes, "Yeah." Okay, and we'll let that scene fade to black, and we'll bring in our other Yeah, thank you, Savvy. Savvy is going to transform into Pre. Yay! So we will go back to the other three, and do we have all of them on the screen now? Or are you all back?
Yep.
Hey,
Yes. Okay.
during
Semi.
this transition, can I, the player, just say how much I love that you've created characters with the sole purpose of forcing us to gain XP, and we've thwarted them
listen.
at every turn?
I meant experience abstractly and broadly, not in this numerical way you're talking about, but also
that's a nice way to say face. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Look, we all have workarounds for these mechanics. Yeah. Savvy, and I want you to make sure that they roll dice whenever possible. Key to my plans. Yeah, so we're all back for this makeup session. Who would like to do a little recap for us? Perhaps from the perspective of your character, what your character experienced and or didn't experience?
Well, some of us had more experiences than others.
It's true. Yeah.
I unfortunately gained a new best friend.
A very good new best friend, yes.
As I have learned that they are called.
Yeah.
My new best friend is the Bolus.
The Bolus.
Who has a few more tentacles than I personally enjoy. They gave us some useful information on well, as soon as I endured a couple of their hugs, gave us some interesting information about which teams could potentially be responsible for the disappearance of said cleric, of who I believe is the sister of the mayor.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
Mayor very loosely.
Yeah, Romeo.
But God, his name is Romeo. I hate it every time I hear it.
His full name is Romeo Tabernacle.
No, absolutely not.
Is that one word?
Absolutely not.
It's hyphenated. Yeah.
No. Yeah. What is his last name then? You know what? I don't want to know.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to know. I didn't have anything. Know.
I had nothing on tap, so
it's not worth knowing at this point. Yeah. All that matters is that we are hot on the trail of figuring out where the cleric is. A weird duo has appeared and tried to force us to fight, but then we didn't fight them. But then they wanted to fight us, but then we wanted to fight us. But then it became this whole thing where we ended up not fighting. They followed us for some time, and we didn't like that, but they continuously followed us into, I guess, the locker room where Dahlia was doing some reconnoitering.
Yeah.
And we are hot on the trail of some other flamboyant, horrible human being.
Firestorm.
Chad Firestorm.
He who shall not be named.
He signed his name on Dahlia's head.
That's right. Yep, that's right.
Now he is her mortal enemy.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you made it down to the track. You saw he who must not be named, Chad Firestorm. He was carrying a big old briefcase that Dahlia tried to steal, which was a fun thing, and couldn't lift it. And then he and his skater boys said, "See you later, boys," and they skated away. You're welcome. That's for all of you. It's a little thing I bring it to the table this week. It's Friday. It's Friday. As if that means anything during this quarantine, right? Fridays are meaningless.
Gotta get done on Friday.
Yeah.
Every day.
Gotta get down to Friday. What?
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're losing the thread. And then somebody from Green Luscious stopped you and asked if you were with the Junkos, if you knew anything about them, if you were with Chad Firestorm. And when it became clear that Dahlia and the rest of you hate Chad Firestorm, this fellow invited you back and said that perhaps you could join forces. And so I think you find yourselves in the Green Luscious locker room. Dahlia for the second time.
Yeah, but I'm not going to admit that.
No, that's right. And Pre and Crumb for the first time. And this guy brings you in, and yeah, it's stinky. It is stinky in precisely the way that you're thinking. Like all locker rooms, that sort of ubiquitous, ever-present smell. And he says, just sort of hang here. The team captains are going to be coming in just a second, and then I'll sort of present you to them, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so you just hang out on this bench right here, and try not to make any trouble. Okay. And he sort of wanders over to like the next locker bank and starts changing, just openly changing.
Dahlia doesn't watch. She sits down. She doesn't watch, and then looks at Pre and Crumb and says, "Did he say all the captains are coming in here?"
I didn't realize that this sport required multiple captains. That is intriguing. I wonder what kind of sport this really is.
Well, I mean, all the teams have captains, right? I'm assuming. So maybe it's all the other teams that hate Chad Firestorm.
Oh, yes. We do battle now together as one unified force. Yes. I look forward to meeting the other leaders.
You can be our captain, Pre, if they ask.
Oh, I couldn't possibly.
if I must, I suppose.
It's not that I was trained my entire life to take on a leadership role or anything like that.
I mean, when the battle starts, they always go after the captain, so I don't want to do it.
This is true.
Yeah, I think go ahead, Crumb. Were you going to say something?
Are we all supposed to be changing? I don't know which one of these lockers is mine.
Yeah,
start opening lockers.
You open a locker, and a dwarf woman next to you slams it closed and turns to you and says, "That's my locker, bro."
Oh, pardon me. I go to the next one.
Yeah, that one, you open it up, it's empty. Yeah, it's empty. And that dwarf woman also starts changing. Everybody's just changing, just changing.
I turn and I'm like, how am I having some sensory overload?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff normally covered that isn't covered anymore.
What's the problem, though, Crumb? Have you not seen a body before?
Oh, well, I mean, it's only natural. It's only natural, but this is a lot to take in.
Yeah, so I guess if you're the kind that likes pie and cake, and you walk into a buffet, there's lots of stuff to eat. It's going to be a lot of sensory overload, trouble choosing. But if you're somebody who's like, I don't like pie and cake, I like cookies, and you're fine.
I too like cookies.
Yeah, me too.
You're all having this very normal conversation. When three people walk in, and they walk up there's a sort of like big whiteboard with like almost erased stuff behind it. Do you just have a dog on your lap? This is
my trusty steed. I ride her into battle.
And this is her trusty rump. Yeah, these people walk in, and there are three of them. They stand next to this this sort of like poorly erased whiteboard, and two of them are humans, and one of them is an elf, and one of the humans, a sort of short blonde woman with sort of hair chopped pretty close to her head, says, "All right, team. We're in pretty sorry shape. It's going to be a tough match today. Status report. Who here is still hurt?" And almost everyone raises their hand. Almost every single one of the people who started changing, like, sort of raises their hand. And you see when they do that, a bunch of them have like bandages on like elbows or knees, or they're like a couple of them with like 2 arms in casts, or like a leg in a cast, or that sort of thing. And this woman at the front sort of nods and says, "Yeah, we're sort of fucked." And this is when that guy who brought you here, Sean the Brawn, what did I name? Sportsman? Sports guy? We'll just say Sean the Brawn, raises his hand, and you can actually see now that several of his fingers are like taped, like they've been broken recently. And he says, actually, I brought some new recruits. And he points to the three of you.
I look behind me like, oh, who?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to sit in front of the new recruits. Sorry.
Hello, fellow warriors.
Yeah. Sean says, yeah, the three of you, I want you to meet our team captains. And actually the only, you. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know how to skate.
That's fine. As you can see, everybody here is injured, so we'll take basically any warm bodies at this point. These are our three captains. He points at the sort of short woman with the chopped blonde hair, and he says, "This is Mickey Jortsman," and you see that she is in fact wearing jorts. And he points to the human man next to her, who's sort of like a sort of average height fellow, and he says, "That's Dennis Rotman," and then points to the elf on the end and says, "And that is Scotty Puffin."
Hey.
So, do you want to introduce yourselves, please, or
no? Not after that. No,
because I don't know your names, so I can make up names for you if you want.
How y'all doing?
They say, they sort of like, fine.
Good, cool. Well, I'm you. These are my compatriots. They also have names.
Yeah. The shortish woman, who you get the sense is maybe kind of like the leader of the leaders. Mickey Jortsman says, "Your name is you." Like you. Oh,
yeah.
Like YOW or YO shit YOU.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Whatever.
Hey, look, it's Friday, people.
Yao.
Yao. Your name is Yao?
His name is Yao.
Yeah. Yeah, she says, "Okay, your name is you."
I have some questions though, whenever there's time for like a Q&A of some kind, or should I change now or when?
Yeah. She says, "Yeah, you can get changed now if you want." And she pulls out some shorts and jersey and tosses them to you.
Not jorts though.
Not jorts. She's the only one here wearing jorts.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I respect that.
But they're like special green luscious jorts. They're
They
like
have a
not your
patch
average.
on the seat or something.
Oh
No, they're like embroidered and like bedazzled. They look pretty amazing. Yeah.
Is everyone here on the Green Luscious team?
Yeah. I mean, you are in.
How do you have so many captains then?
Well,
you're supposed to be like one?
We're kind of a collective, we sort of pass the baton around. Sometimes we share the baton. We're the 3 captains because we're basically the only 3 people still healthy.
Well, now
a question again.
Yeah, a lot of questions here. Still only know one of your names.
The baton passing, does that have to do with the buffet that they were talking about earlier?
No, it's a sort of figurative thing. Just let's hear from somebody else, maybe. She says, somebody who's not that fellow.
My name's Dahlia, and do you have uniforms with a hole for a tail?
Absolutely, we do. She reaches behind again and grabs like the exact same kind of uniform and then just like rips a chunk out of the back and says, there you go. Custom built for a tail.
Incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I too would like a jersey. My name is Pralencia, and if you have a jersey perhaps with some padding or built-in armor, I do love shoulder pads. I think those are very useful. I would like one of those. Now, my other question actually has to do with the fact that we are here. Why are we here?
Yeah, good question. She throws you some. She throws you a
Thank
jersey.
You. I love it.
She says extra padding on this one, and it's the same as the other ones. It's exactly the same.
I look very disappointed.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Protect, Stella. Protect.
There's something in that jersey.
Yeah. She says that's a great question. And I will redirect that question right back to Sean the Brawn. And Sean stands up and he says, yeah, of course. Look, I thought that since we are so low on people to skate, we needed just somebody. And since we can't afford the clerical duties to heal folks up, it's either bring some new blood in or basically forfeit. But also, I saw these chumps these new teammates, not chumps anymore. I saw these new teammates talking to Chad Firestorm, and they seem to hate that dude as much as I do. So I thought, like, what could be better?
Dahlia's forehead is like redder than it should be because she's been like
just from the rubbing,
rubbing the name off.
Yeah. And
so why don't we just go find the cleric and then you guys can heal up and play?
Oh, yeah, that's a fantastic idea. Sean says, and Mickey takes over and says, yeah, what a great idea. We've got 17 hurt people here. That's only going to be something like 45,000 memories to get us all fixed up. So yeah, no problem. Do you have 45,000 just sort of laying around?
I'd be lucky if I had 4.
Yeah, exactly. So, this was sort of our strategy this year, was to save up some memories and be able to buy, nicer equipment and stuff. Turns out we bought all those nice boards from saving our money by not healing our players, and somebody, I'm not going to say who, but I'm sure you can guess, was a real Chad about it and went and broke all of our boards secretly. So here's where we're at.
Is this a nice board? I hold up the board that I took yesterday or earlier today.
Yeah. She says that is a very shitty board. And
cool.
And the folks next to her, Dennis and Scotty, both hold up their boards, and they are the same kind of board.
Okay.
Everybody's skating on shitty boards here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we just kick that Chad guy's ass and then we just take the stuff from him and his team? And also, didn't he like steal a cleric or something?
What do you know about that?
That's what I heard.
Rumors.
Yeah.
Tell me about these rumors.
from the bolus.
Oh, you know the bolus?
Yeah.
The bolus is my best friend.
Shit. Yeah, Mickey says, I've been trying to get in with the bolus for a long time. And man, the bolus doesn't like anybody. How did you become best friends with
I'd rather not talk about it.
her? I don't remember. Okay, I can see it's a sensitive topic. Mickey says, look, our match is in like, she looks down at her watch, is in like, you know, like 3 hours. Are you willing to skate with us?
No.
Yeah.
Crumb,
yeah.
Crumb is very in. Yeah.
Wait, what else do we got to do today? I mean, our dance card is empty.
We're supposed to be finding a cleric for the mayor.
Oh. I just got changed.
But
he's changed already, so what do you? It's kind
of
locked in.
Why don't you stay here and skate then?
No,
and we'll go.
We'll
take care of business.
Look, Chad. Mickey says, "Look, Chad is going to be skating." And look how much
break his board
and his face. I'm thinking, I'm
agree.
thinking sort of all of him, right? Because the thing is, if you can hurt them during the match, we can follow them back and see how they're getting their clerical work done. So
it's because they kidnapped that cleric. I just told you.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
I mean, he has a diary in his locker room with the same paper that the ransom notes were written on. So
Mickey's I'll do somebody. Dennis, the guy next to Mickey, says, "How would you know that?"
Because I'm a private investigator and I've been hired to look into Chad Buckstorm, and I snuck into the locker room and looked.
Yeah, as soon as you say you're a private investigator, like 3 people in this locker room, like immediately shut their lockers and lock them. Just like immediate, like sort of casually, sort of covertly, but they do.
It's a custody thing. It's like a child support thing. Chad is deadbeat. You guys don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure.
Well, look, I think there might be some sort of give and take here. I think we can help each other out. If you help us skate against them, Mickey sort of turns to the other 2 and they sort of nod in agreement with what she's saying. Those of us who are still healthy, and even some of us who aren't so healthy, can maybe help you out in terms of getting close enough to Chad Firestorm to check out what he's got going. How about that?
I mean, I could just wait in his locker and then jump out and stab him.
That is an option, admittedly. Yeah.
An attractive option.
Plan B.
Yeah. Yeah. You might stab him and then realize that you didn't actually get the information you needed from him before you stabbed him, and then he dies and you never find that poor sweet girl. But
that's a fair point.
But it's it's up to you. If you want to go the stabbing route, that would be fine.
I mean, I do, but we should find the girl.
We can play him and then we can kick his ass, and then later, Dahlia, you can stab him in the face.
Perfect.
Yeah. And also we can kick his ass while we're playing him.
Let's do it.
You all know how to during
after?
and then again after. Yep, a lot of ass kicking here. You all know how skating works, right?
No.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say yeah, and then I'm gonna do a demonstration. Do I have enough space around me? Everybody, I turn it clear. I'm clear. Okay, I'm gonna.
People sort of back up.
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna kick flip on the board and maybe shred a little bit.
I love it. I want you to just roll a d20 for this.
I'm like, do we know how to skate? And I throw it down and get an 8.
An 8.
Yep.
You don't do it.
I don't do what?
You don't kick flip. You try. You sort of you do the thing where like you jump off the board, but the board doesn't move with you.
Yeah, that's something.
You just jump. Yeah. And
that's pretty cool, isn't it?
And a couple of people are like, not bad. Pretty good jump.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 up front are sort of like, That's not anything.
Does that answer your question?
It does, actually. Not in the way that you think it does, but it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that answer is actually very good. Look, you're not going to be doing any of that dumb shit when we skate against them, so it's good to know.
I beg to differ.
Look, the skating, the way that we skate here is it's simple. It's a game of keep away. Mm-hmm. And the team that holds the ball for the longest wins. You can attack players who have the ball. You can block for players who have the ball. But the goal is to get the ball and to keep it away from the other team. Ideally, you're spending less of your time doing whatever that sort of thing was that the big furry guy back there was after, and more time keeping the ball. So are we clear?
As the sport is being described, Pri is like glowing because she's like, oh, so we basically just take what they want and keep it away for as long as we possibly can. Exactly. What better sport is there?
But we have to be skating while we do it on trees.
But you get to take what other people want.
Yeah.
What other power could you possibly want?
Well, I don't want to fall off the tree and die.
You won't. I'll catch
you. That's always a danger. I mean, there are the nets. We've got nets underneath the course, so you won't die.
When you say attack someone on the other team, like with a fist or a knife?
You can attack with a fist. Worst case scenario, but no, we've got these rods and Scotty Puffin, the big elf, reaches back and pulls out like a big staff, and on either end are like leather. There's like leather padding on either end, sort of like
it's like a boffer stick thing.
Exactly. I was thinking like what was that show?
American Gladiator.
That's sort of what I'm thinking, right?
Where's our sound guy? We got to get the sound, the song.
Yeah, I don't remember. So this is this is
a lot of American Gladiators when I was faking being sick from school.
Yeah, samesies. Yeah. So this is sort of what you're working with, and Mickey says it's a pretty straightforward game. And honestly, we're going to be doing most of the work because we're good, and just sort of based on looking at y'all, you're not. Maybe you will be, but probably not. So basically, you just need to get out there and kick the living shit out of Chad Firestorm.
Sounds good.
Is what I'm thinking.
Already on it.
Yeah, or one of at least one of their members, because we need to get somebody hurt. So that you all can check on their clerical work. Yeah, because they got to be. None of their players have ever stayed out hurt for more than a week, and some of their players get hurt just about every week. So they've got to be having clerical work done somewhere. So you got about 3 hours. I think once you're sort of on board, Mickey and the crew sort of mill about. And some of them are like, I think maybe Mickey and Dennis and Scotty are like, they're like drawing plays out on the whiteboard. Sean the Brawn is just sort of like hanging out, talking with some folks. What do you want to do? You got a little bit of time before the match starts, or we can just jump right to the match. What do you want to do?
I'm going to fashion some of the shittier boards that are lying around and like break them into smaller pieces. And maybe if I can, I'll find some rope, and I want to make like epic shoulder pads that stick out.
I love it. And
so I'm wearing the vest, or what is it, the jersey over like my regular plains clothes, and whatever smaller pieces, I'm just like shoving it in to make like a really shitty ass armor piece.
This is so good. Yeah. So you're basically like, you're like a rock and roll star, like one of the characters from like Mad Max or something. You've got like big spiny shoulder pads. Yeah, exactly. I dig that. It's really good. Yeah. What about the two of you? Yeah.
Is there like a bunny slope, like a a trainer's area?
Cute.
I think Dahlia's gonna go to like the little kid playground and try and figure out how to skate and like learn a little bit, because she's not very confident about this. She does change into the jersey and she has a little red tail that sticks out with a puff of white fur on the end.
That's nice.
That has
been
hidden beneath her cloak this whole time.
This is nice. Like not in game, but have you guys seen that like viral video of the dog that like jumps over a fence, but it uses its tail as a propeller?
No, but now I want to.
Yeah.
Oh man. You can't you can't bring this up. You can't bring this up mid-game because now I gotta see it.
And now we're gonna lose all our viewers.
Everybody's fleeing to YouTube to see this.
But anyway, that's what I'm imagining Dahlia could do, is use her tail as a
use my tail
propeller.
That's nice. Yeah. It's very good actually. I kind of love that. I think you go down and somebody comes with you. Do you want one of the
I'll go, not because I need to go to the bunny slope, but I'm gonna offer some encouragement. Just make sure Dahlia doesn't fall down or anything. I better go with her
and cry.
I better just help.
Are you sure you don't want the leather harness?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you two go down to the bunny slope and you skate around a little bit, and it's easier than you had thought it would be, because as soon as you get on the board, whatever like thing is on the branches that makes them so slippery also seems to like hold you to the board a little bit and hold the board to it. It's like, it's not magnetic, but it's close. And so it's not difficult to stay on the board. It's sometimes difficult to like control it very well and to sort of keep up speed and things like that. But yeah, you're going along and you're not like falling off to your death, infinite miles below or anything like that. So yeah, you do it. Yeah. We. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. No, just a couple more. We're not done yet. Just for you.
Yeah. So yeah, you practice a little bit and you feel pretty comfortable. Yeah. Anything else you want to do before game time?
I wanna have a powwow with them as close to game time as possible. So whenever that's gonna happen.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that right now. It's powwow time.
An aside, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be dropping that.
Yeah.
I'm better than that.
Yeah. You have a little discussion,
meeting,
a little pregame warm up meeting. Do you want to meet with everybody? You want to meet with
no, just
Mickey
these two,
just our friends.
Yeah,
it's a friend circle.
We want to exclude as many people as possible.
You get you and the rest of the team walk down to the racetrack, and it looks very different from when you were there before. When you were there before, there were people sort of milling about, and now the stands are packed, and there's a special sort of team entrance. And you go into like a little waiting room that's specific to your team, and there's a tunnel leading out that goes straight to the raceway, and you can hear like tons and tons of fans out there. You can hear the bolus over like a loudspeaker of some sort, and the bolus is like the announcer.
Does the bolus know that we're on the team?
Nobody knows yet. Yeah. And I think Mickey and Dennis and Scotty are sort of like just like getting focused, and they're sitting there and they're sort of like, stretching out, doing some last minute breathing stuff and whatever.
I'm doing push-ups.
Yeah. Pri is just doing push-ups. Yeah. And you've got a little bit of time to talk.
Okay. Hey, friends. So I don't really know these people, but I'm hearing that that boom 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 coming from the stands.
Yeah.
It's getting me going. And I just.
Are you having a heart attack?
So
Pri is just very steadily and slowly doing. Yeah.
Dahlia slowly lowers herself onto Pri's back to sit on.
Oh, thank you. This is perfect. Perfect.
Oh, yes, weight resistance. Perfect. Yeah, good.
Listen, you guys, I don't know what's going to happen out there. And there's a chance that, there's a chance I might not be able to handle the intensity. Okay. Maybe something that
You're going to die?
No, the other way around. Other people, maybe. That's what I'm afraid I don't want to lose it out there.
You are worried.
Who cares if other people get hurt if we don't care about them?
Well, I think that I have a problem with going a little too far.
I have a solution, little one.
I'm quite large at the
moment.
No, she puts it away. I was going to say that if you feel that you are losing yourself, then call my name and I will bring you down. I will be your backpack.
Okay, I was hoping that either you or mean little dagger demon here could
not a demon
take me out. Because I'm worried
for
about
lunch.
This.
We will take you out for lunch. If you start to lose yourself, we will take you out for lunch. It'll be grand.
Tree, I'm telling you, it could be bad. It could. I don't want to go Hulk on this. Okay, so
Hulk.
It lives out in the forest. This is really gnarly, kind of.
It's a kind of bush. You haven't heard of it. It's just it's a wild grown bush. It's nothing. You have this little talk, and
so you promise me if I start to get out of hand that you'll take care of me.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I mean, if you turn into this Hulk thing, I would be honored to pacify you, fight you.
That's good.
I mean,
you both agreed a little too fast, but
you are basically asking me to fight you. I mean,
I can pacify you.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. What if things start to get rough and it looks like you're gonna die, like the both of you?
That means I'm winning the internal battle. So that's how it's gotta go.
And that means the world is ending because I have never lost a fight.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that if you guys are losing fights, then I should protect myself and run away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
That's the thing to take away from this.
It is a strategic move. I will give you that. Is it the most honorable move? She just does
also
more
yes.
Well, we are almost dead anyway.
Almost, but not for long. We will fix this as soon as we get what we need, and we will be out of here, and we don't have to deal with silly men named Chad Firefucker and things like that. I'm quite done with that. Although I will miss the bolus, but we will continue.
You're gonna miss the bolus?
The bolus is coming around. Yeah, you're coming around to the bolus. Yeah.
No, I never said that.
I'll pretend I didn't hear.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mickey stands up as there's a little light above the entrance to the tunnel, and it goes from red to green, and Mickey says, "It's game time. Let's go."
Okay.
Pre turns around and she faces the other two, and she does like a high five.
High fives. Yeah, do you high five?
Yeah. High five up.
You do. Yeah, Mickey says. Mickey says
pretty a straight across kind of high five.
She does that. She does it low.
Oh, a low five. Nice. Yeah. Mickey says, "Bring it in." It does like put your hands in the middle, and the other two, Scotty and Dennis, do the three of you join in this?
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Any kind of group.
Yeah,
it's a group activity.
It's a cool group dynamic, and she says, "Green luscious on 3, 1, 2, 3. Green luscious.
Green luscious.
Green luscious.
Green luscious."
And and then you're moving through the tunnel, and like the crowd is getting much, much louder, and you come out, and there's big lights shining down on you. You see the Junkos standing nearby. And you also see another team, the Council of COVID, also standing nearby, because it's a three-team sport. And you're all sort of standing next to one of the sort of down slopes that like get you into the course. And you hear the Bolus's voice sort of ring out and tell everybody to be quiet. And a referee comes up wearing the spangly, white and black striped referee
Amazing.
Stuff. And she says, Green Luscious, you got some new players, huh? And Mickey says, yep, they're ringers. They're really good, and you haven't heard of them.
Damn, that's cold.
And Chad Firestorm from nearby says, they look like real dopes to me. And he doesn't recognize you. You can tell, like, he looks at you, and you can tell he doesn't recognize you. You saw him
that's worse.
You saw him like 4 hours ago, and he does not recognize you.
Dahlia says, and who are you supposed to be?
To Chad?
Yeah.
Bird.
He has stopped listening to you. He's not even paying attention.
God damn it.
You can't touch him. He's like slicking back his hair and like waving to the fans. And there's like a shockingly and sadly huge amount of fans who are like Chad heads.
Yeah.
They're like
On a
really
scale
into
of 1 to 10, how attractive is Chad?
That's a good question.
Who's his celebrity lookalike?
Chad Firestorm, as played by Robert Pattinson.
Don't say Chris Evans.
No, I would never poison that well.
Thank you.
He's like a Timothy Chalamet.
That's
You know
fair
what I'm
game.
talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. Who is good looking, admittedly,
Mhm.
but like you can tell Chad is also just like a real dink. He's just a real dickhead. So it maybe detracts a little bit from it. And the referee says, any questions before we get started?
Oh, I can think of a few probably.
Wait, how do we get the ball?
Mickey, so Mickey probably went over this, in terms of like sort of rules. The ball is just like out in the course right now. And so the first thing to do is find it. Yeah.
Okay. You find it and then you hold on to it and then
forever.
And then what? For as long as you can. And there's
as long
a
as you
timer
can.
Or something.
Yeah,
okay.
there's a big timer over the top of the crowd. And it says 30 minutes. It says 30 minutes. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to roll initiative at the start of this.
Okay.
I'm going to roll one initiative for both teams, and they can act as a team once. Okay. So it'll be like the three of you. I'll roll once for your teammates and then once for each of the other teams. Okay. All right. So,
I got
your teammates.
Dice.
Your teammates suck.
Great. Ooh, I got a 20.
Woo!
Whoa. Okay.
It's this little heart because I have
nice
my pride dice.
It's nice.
Yeah, I got something like that too.
Yeah, what did Crumb get?
3 + 2 is 5.
5's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
And what did Pre get?
Well, it depends. Is the line underneath is it?
Did you get a 9?
The line's at the bottom.
My internet's a little wonky. Yeah. Line's at the bottom.
Yeah, so you got a 9. She cutting out.
Plus Dex.
Oh no, she disappeared. Is she back?
There.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah,
okay, good.
You're back.
You're back.
Hey.
Okay. All right,
that
good.
Was scary. Anyway, I got such a high number that clearly it just like kicked me out. No, I got a 9. If the line
Okay, a 9.
Plus Dex.
Plus Dex.
Oh wait, it's
Yeah,
plus
you do
Dex?
plus Dex? Yeah.
Plus your Dex modifier.
Oh, so then I got a 22.
Well, your 20 is
nice.
just in neon lights. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay.
Dahlia practicing on the bunny slopes helped. She just jumps on the board and is like,
yeah. Okay.
ready.
That's great. All right, so the order is Dahlia, then the Junkos, then Pre, then Crumb, then the Council of COVID, and then your Green Luscious friends.
Wow.
Who rolled very badly. So yeah, so I think the referee blows her whistle, and you all sort of get to the starting line, and you hear the bolus count down, 3, 2, 1, go. And Dahlia, your practice on the bunny slopes, like you went from like
made me a master.
You've never skated before to like somehow you got the jump on all of these people.
X Games.
Yeah. And,
I use my tail.
You use your tail as a propeller, and it's amazing. Yeah, you get out, and so at this point you can try and go find the ball, which will be a check of some kind, or you can try and engage one of the other teams and
no, I want the ball. That's how you win. I want the ball.
That's how you win. Yeah, that's how you win. Okay, well, let's do, what skill do you think would be best for this to test for going to get the ball? Maybe perception right away?
Is that like an intelligence?
I think perception falls under wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So why don't you do a perception check? So you're sort of skating down, and it's just a mess of branches, right? So they're like twisting and turning, they're branching out and converging and diverging. So yeah.
I don't find anything because I got a 2.
Yeah, you look out and
oh my God, tree.
And you say like, are these branches or what is this? Is this a big monster that I'm riding on, or what's up?
Is this the bolus?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is this all the bolus? Yes.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Deep. Plot twist.
It's deep.
Plot twist.
Okay, yeah, you don't find anything. Yeah, you don't find anything. And that's your turn. Okay, the Junkos go next, and they're also they're gonna look forward, and they rolled a 2, and so they also
in the wrong part of the forest.
Yeah, they're in they don't find anything. Okay, Pre, you're next.
Well, give me one hot sec because I dropped my D20 just now.
Oh, no.
I have no idea. Oh wait,
no.
I found it. It was next to my dog's butt.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's good. Where all good things are, I guess.
It's for luck.
Oh no, did she cut out again?
I didn't know what I was.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Fairy, you're cutting out again, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, you're kind of back now.
Oh. Yeah, it says my internet connection's unstable, but I got an 18.
Ooh.
Okay, you got an 18.
You find it.
Okay, yeah, I think you find it. And yeah, I'm just gonna make a note that you found it.
No one's gonna be taking it from Pre now.
Okay, you find it. And here's what we're gonna do. Each round is going to last for let's say 5 minutes. Okay? So if you can hold on to it for the whole round, you get it for 5 minutes. All right, you have that's like time that your team has it for. Okay. Right? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. If you lose it in a round, you split the time for that round. Okay? Okay. All right. So Pre, you skate in and you see it. And since you found it, what does the ball look like?
Ooh. I imagine it's like a leather ball. So nice. Not exactly the most beautiful looking thing, but like a sizable, almost like a volleyball size, and like the same kind of
nice
like that was
texture.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's perfect.
Why do you have a volleyball there?
I don't play volleyball. I just got it because I'm obsessed with the volleyball anime.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like
makes a lot of
sizable,
sense. Okay.
Yeah,
yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know.
Everyone knows. Yeah.
Say no
so
more.
It's about that size. So like the size of a head, essentially.
Yeah.
Which is very convenient.
That's good. Yeah. So you skate down and you pick it up, and you hear Mickey shout, "Protect Pri," and the rest
I
of your
need no
team,
protection.
the rest of your team is going to try and protect you. But next up is the Council of COVID, and they are going to attack you, Pri. One of them, one of their players is going to throw their staff at you. Okay.
Okay.
So they're going to make a ranged attack.
But if they throw it, how do they get it back?
Yeah, it's
you have to go pick one up.
It's a real gambit. Yeah, there are along the course there are more of these staffs that you can pick up.
I'll remember this so that I can beat people with it.
Yeah. Does a 14 hit your armor class, Pri?
Armor class is yeah. Mine is 11, so it does hit.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Instead of taking damage, if you are holding the ball, you just drop it.
Okay.
Right. So you don't take any damage, but you drop the ball.
Is there a way I could avoid it, or is that's a move?
Yeah, that would be like a. I think we'll just do if it hits your armor class, you drop it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay, so the Council of COVID has knocked it out of your hands, but because it was a distance attack, it just falls. It just falls to the branch where you were. You sort of like skate by, and it's sort of behind you. And I think Crumb is next.
Well, I do another kickflip first.
Of course.
Okay, you got to roll for it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not afraid of you. Okay.
Let's see it.
Okay. But that's gotta be first. I'm not doing anything.
Do you kickflip like down onto the slope, like right from the start?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Hey, watch this, guys.
If you miss this, I'm gonna make you fall off.
You don't want to do that.
I
assume it's like an acrobatics or something, or is it athletics?
We'll just do we can do athletics. That's fine. Athletics is good.
12.
Yeah, 12's fine, I guess.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good.
Okay.
But you do it. And actually let's say this. It's actually pretty good, but nobody's watching. Nobody saw it. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I would love to go after the ball then.
Yeah. Okay. You can go after the ball. I think since it is currently like nobody has it, you get it. Yeah. You scoop it up.
Okay.
You've got it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Now
everybody's watching.
Yeah. Now everybody's watching. Yeah. You can try and do a kickflip again if you want on your next turn.
I'm going. Right. Not a celebratory kickflip.
Not a celebratory kickflip.
Okay. Not a kickflip as a reaction to catching the ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll allow it. Yeah. You can roll for it again if you want. Yeah. Let's see.
17.
Yeah, you do it. You do it. And this time, everybody sees. Yeah.
That's it.
Cheering him on.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so the last to go is Green Luscious, your teammates, Mickey and Dennis and Scotty, and they just like form up around you. So you're still moving, right? You would never like stop on this course, and they just sort of like form a little battalion around you.
Oh, this feels great.
You've got Mickey out front, like sort of holding her staff out in front, and you've got the other two skating backwards behind you, just like ready for attacks to come in. And we are at the top again. So Dahlia, you're up.
Where's Chad Firestorm?
I'm
gonna find this punk.
Yeah, he and the other Junkos are starting to close in on Crumb.
Okay, I'm gonna like somehow fiddle over to Chad Firestorm and try and knock him off his board with my
finish him.
All right, I like it. So this is just this is just like a standard attack. you don't have proficiency with this
No,
weapon
I do
or
not.
anything. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. A 12. I don't add anything to strength, so it's just a 12. Not gonna happen.
No, that does not pass Chad Firestorm's armor class. You take a swing, and it misses, but he recognizes you now. He says, "Wait a minute, aren't you that one that I gave an autograph to earlier? Didn't I give you an autograph?"
No, I gave you an autograph.
Yeah.
He says,
Yeah.
he says, that insult would be a little more meaningful if you had hit me, but adios. And he skates on. Yeah, so Delia, do you want to move up to try and protect Crumb, or do you want to do anything else? I don't.
Yeah. I'll move into like a protective position then.
Nice.
Since I obviously didn't get anything going well with my offensive position.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't want our battle to just be like you roll and you miss, so next. So yeah, you do that, and the Junkos are actually next, and you get right in front of them before they're going to try and attack Crumb. And so, Dahlia, they're going to go for you first. Okay. They roll a 16. Does a 16 pass your armor class?
I don't know what my armor class is, but probably.
I bet it probably does. Do you have your character sheet there?
Yes, but I rolled my character sheet, so I'm not sure.
So I just looked this up.
Yeah.
Ooh, convenient.
For this.
This is good. Okay.
Because I don't know.
So default with no other armor, because I don't know if we have any or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think you're wearing any currently.
It's 10 plus your dex modifier.
Oh, so mine's a 12 then.
Okay, so it does pass that. Yeah, I think probably since you put some armor on, you maybe have a slight boost to yours, maybe like a +2, we'll say.
Yeah, sure. Because right now mine's just 11 standard.
Yeah. So I think it's probably at a 13 for this. Yeah, but Dahlia, you take a hit, and it's not hit points. You're actually knocked off the branch.
Like off the board?
Yep. Your board goes too.
Greatest fear. She goes down screaming like, "No!"
Yeah, you fall down, and you hear the bolus. Shit, what was the bolus's voice like?
It was real like flat. I think.
There wasn't necessarily like a voice, but just
like a sort of monotone.
Yeah.
Damn it, I can't remember.
You need to watch our former episodes. And stay up to.
I know. Damn it.
It was your normal talking voice. I feel like.
Yeah, but like really like.
So are you trying to say my normal talking voice is boring and flat? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting?
That's what she said.
It was like super boring and terrible and awful to listen to. Like pretty much your normal voice. It's like very normal.
She did say that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is what I'm getting.
Yep.
Okay. So you hear the bolus in a very terrible, awful voice that's hard to listen to say, and down goes Dahlia. And Dahlia, you fall for a little bit, and then you land on a net. Yeah, you land, and you can see actually there are ropes coming down, that are tied to the bottom of the branches. They're like they're not tied there; they're maybe like nailed in or something, or fastened somehow that wouldn't hurt the tree. And so you can climb back up. So really, the danger here is not like losing hit points or dying or something. It's like you're out of the action for a round.
Okay.
And so we'll say that you spend the rest of this turn.
The like 5-minute.
Yeah, crawling back up. Okay.
Okay.
All right, good. So, Crumb, you have lost a defender. So you just have the three, Mickey, Dennis, and Scotty.
Dahlia is more than just a defender.
And you've lost a tormentor as well, I think is the nature of your relationship. Okay, so the Junkos have gone. So Pri, you're up.
Okay. I can just move as a free turn, right?
Yeah, I think movement for this will be pretty loosey-goosey with movement. So yeah, you can move.
Okay, can I just make sure that Dahlia's okay? Can I just like ride over her and like look down to where the net is and be like,
yeah, you see that she's okay.
Okay.
She's sort of like she's crying and crawling up at the same time. She's just sort of like,
I'm like,
yeah. She's
the adrenaline like of dropping obviously scared her, but she's like totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good.
Cool. Good. Okay. Feed that anger, little one. And then I ride past her.
She's getting grumpy. Yeah. And yeah, what do you want to do? So both the Council of COVID and the Junkos are closing in. What do you want to do?
Is the ball still close to me?
Crumb's got the ball.
Crumb's got the ball. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. So I'm going in. I'm going in to fight some motherfuckers.
Okay. Who do you want to fight?
Oh, obviously Chad.
Okay.
Obviously Chad. Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna
go for it.
Whack him. Yeah. So I'm just punching him.
He as you're coming up, he does one of these. Bring it.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So you swing your staff at him.
Yeah. So I can't physically punch him. I have to throw a staff at him.
You could punch him if you want. Yeah, you could punch him if you want.
Oh yeah. But
is that illegal?
It's not illegal. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. People just usually use the staffs because they're the staves, I guess, because they're a little you can get a little more force with them. But if you want to chuck that thing aside and just sort of throw hands, then sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
What I want to see.
Yeah.
I only got it's a 14, but plus strength.
I think plus what is it? Is it strength?
Yeah. Yeah.
To punch somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I feel like it'd be strength over dex. Like,
we know the rules.
We know the rules, and it's definitely strength.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He said confident, comma. He said confidently
with that voice,
with that voice that just oozes confidence. Yeah. So a 14 plus what?
2.
A 16. Yeah, that does it.
Bam.
It does it. Yeah.
Sorry, I got so excited I whacked my mic. But yeah.
You punch Chad Firestorm. And he goes flying off. I almost said his broom.
Nope. Totally different.
And he says the quaffle. Yeah, he goes flying off his board, and you hear the bolus say, "What an incredible punch by my very best friend in the world, Pre, to that real dinkus, Chad Firestorm." I mean,
I do.
Yeah.
To the bolus.
Yeah. You look up and you see 2 tentacles that come up sort of like that. They're doing sort of like this thing.
It's so cute.
And yeah, so Chad falls, and actually, so there's 6 Junkos, and another guy sort of falls as well. Chad sort of like jostles into him, and 2 of them are gone. So there's still 4 Junkos remaining. Yeah.
Does that mean that he's on the net?
He's down on the net. Yeah. Yeah.
Where Dahlia is?
Yeah, so I think Dahlia, you're like
stop climbing up all of a sudden.
you're climbing up and you see them fall, and yeah, you make a decision there, I guess. Dahlia drops back down and pulls out 2 knives. Yeah. Okay. So next up is the Council of COVID, and they're going to. Pri, are you going to try and insert yourself between these pursuers and Crumbum?
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense because I said I would protect him.
Yeah. So I think to do that, why don't you make a dexterity save or just a dexterity check against them to see if you can sort of sneak past.
5 plus 1, probably. I think is my dex.
Yeah.
So 6.
Well, I rolled a 3, so you
oh, hey!
you're all bad and you sneak past them because you're less bad. Yeah, so you get in the way, which means that the Council of COVID is going to attack you in order to get at Crumb, and they roll a 6. Does a 6 do it?
Beat my armor class, which is currently 13.
Does a 6 is a 6 bigger than 13 somehow though in this world?
When I was a kid, you would do the little alligator hand to show which number was bigger, and I feel like my alligator takes your alligator and bites its head off.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah,
that's
I think
math.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
That's math.
Consequently, what Dahlia is doing to Chad Firestorm in the net.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Dahlia did like a leaping people's elbow onto Chad Firestorm. Yeah, we'll deal with that.
I want to watch
next
that
turn.
sport.
It's
That's
very
the sport
good.
I want to watch.
Yeah, so they don't make it past you. Yeah, they try and sort of zig and zag around you, and you rebuff them. It is it's Green Luscious next. No, it's Crumb next. Crumb, you've got the ball. And so you can either use your turn. Let's see, what could you do for your turn? You could either use your turn to like try and skate further away, try and just get some distance. You could also pass the ball to somebody else.
Distance.
DnDnDistance. You could practice some social distancing.
It's hard not to just go with that.
Yeah, you could also pass the ball to somebody else, if you want. So you could have one of your teammates, or you could signal to like sort of take a branch away, take a left instead of taking a right, and then pass her the ball or something like that. Or you could attack. You could go on the offensive. Or you could do something else. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want.
I think that all this violence is starting to like get to me, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think right now I'm okay.
Yeah.
There's that feeling back here that's like, well, I better fulfill my pact with the blood of my enemies, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And what are you going to do?
I'm going to hug the ball tighter.
Uh-huh.
And run away as fast as possible.
Okay. You're not going to pass it to anybody. You're not going to.
No, the tighter I hold to it, the tighter I get control of my own inner torment and problems.
It's become your own little safety blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fight or flight, and he's choosing flight.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, so I think you scooch away, which means any enemy that's going to attack you has to like basically spend a turn to approach. Right? So you're far enough away that they can't do it.
And then I would like to kick flip at the end of it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yes.
You're going to miss one of these, and I'm going to make you fall off.
What does it take to miss one?
I will decide that.
Oh, that's not fair.
Uh-huh.
A 9?
I'm thinking like, okay, I think like we'll do sort of like a 5 and below is you miss it. Like a 6 to 10 is you don't do it, but you try to. Okay. And an 11 and above is like you do it, and it's varying degrees of good.
I took damage, but only to my rep with the audience.
Yeah, you have in fact already died in terms of your damage to your reputation for the audience. Yeah. No, I don't know. You're probably a crowd favorite. I don't know. Yeah, you try and kickflip and it doesn't. You just sort of just like jump on your board again.
I'm too busy holding the ball as tight as possible.
Yeah, and so you held it the whole round, which means you have. I gave you half of the round for that first one, and I gave you the whole round here. So you have 7.5 minutes already of held ball, which is pretty good. If you can get to like 15 minutes and 1 second, you win the game. If you can get a majority. Okay, so we'll start back at the top with Dahlia.
So she was climbing up the rope, and then she saw Chad Firestorm, and now she's swinging back and forth on the rope and gonna launch herself at Chad Firestorm with the board out and slam the board into his head.
I love this.
There are no rules in skate game.
We'll decide about that, but you can do whatever you want. Okay. I need you to roll something for this. Yeah, why don't you, because this is so cool, I will give you an attack with advantage. And since Chad is sort of like, he's not in his best spot right now, yeah, I'll let you roll an attack with advantage.
Okay. With like, is it a dex or an attack?
Yeah, it's plus your dexterity modifier. So it's a d20 plus
The first one is 18, and yeah, it's 18.
18 does it. Yeah, 18 does it. So yeah, you hit him, and let's decide how much damage a board does.
Yeah.
Let's
roll
say
a d6.
Yeah, let's say you can roll 2d4.
Roll 2d4.
Yeah.
Let's find a d4 then.
I thought this was going to be a sort of non-hit point needing battle, but apparently I was very wrong.
Okay. I got a 3 on one.
Knock some teeth out.
And a 1 on the other for a total
So you got a
of 4 damage.
Okay. Okay, so Chad gets hit in the face with a board, which is not a thing he was expecting to have happen. When you do this, you hear a whistle is blown, and the referee, who's sort of skating around watching everything, points to you and says, infraction, penalty. Those are words that people say in sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So.
Nailed it.
They say penalty box or something. And yeah, so you've just received an infraction. And a couple of referees who are sort of like standing around the outside, sort of making sure that that everything's okay, come hustling over, and they pull you away from Chad, and you get put in the penalty box.
Is it literally like a box?
It's a box. Yeah.
Like
it's
a
just
cardboard box. They just set me inside of it.
Like just
like a lost kitten.
Yeah, yeah. It says free to a good home on the side of it. Yeah, it's a box. It's right up near the start of the course. And they put you in one, and they put Chad Firestorm in the other, because he was also theoretically fighting. And he's like, I got attacked. I didn't do anything. I'm Chad Firestorm. I didn't do anything. And they're like, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. His bud,
even the refs.
Yeah, everybody thinks Chad's a dick.
Justice is served.
Yeah. His buddy is climbing the rope back up, though. He was not involved. So yeah, you did some damage to Chad. He is bleeding from his face, some part of his face. We'll say his nose. He's got a pretty bad nosebleed. Just this area sort of coming out. And he's in a separate box, and he sort of is glaring at you through the bars of his box.
I'm smirking and pointedly ignoring him.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, all right. So after that bit of violence, the Junkos are up, and they're gonna spend their turn just catching up to you, Crumb. They're gonna maybe zag around your protectors and just get close enough to you to be able to attack the next round. And I think the danger of this is, like, they demonstrated the path to take to get closer to you, so the Council of COVID also follows. Okay, Pri, you're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep up with Crumb, I think.
Okay.
So I'll probably spend my time trying to make sure that he's good and ensuring that there's someone that's blocking the distance between him and the other teams.
I think since you're on his team, you can follow pretty closely. You don't have to spend your whole turn just to catch up. Cool. So you can do something else if you want. You could sort of like fortify the space behind him, or you can attack one of the other teams. It's up to you. You could skate to the entrance and try and beat up Chad Firestorm, which is apparently what's going on here. It's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you.
Get in the penalty box.
Yeah.
Do you think I'd be able to tell that Crumb is acting a little bit wonky?
Yeah, why don't you roll a I was gonna have you roll a perception check, but I think if he's crying,
I'm gonna know.
Yeah, he's just like hugging that ball and sobbing. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna attack. I'm not gonna attack then.
Okay.
Because I feel like what he said earlier kind of gave me the impression that there's something about just bloodlust around him that kind of sets him off. So I'm just gonna continue to like fortify. I think is priority here.
You could take the ball from him if you want. You could like tell him to pass it to you.
I'm not going to touch that because I feel like that's going to set him off because he is holding on to that with your life.
He's holding on to it pretty. Yeah. It's just like it's covered in his tears now.
It's not.
Yeah.
And
I literally have
it's
zero.
It's a messy cry.
I have zero intelligence, but my perception's like pretty high, so I feel like I would know something. Is funky here. So I'm gonna maybe roll to fortify if that's so for that.
Yeah. So let's say why don't we have you do why don't you roll a d20 and anything 6 or above, I will give you a +3 on your armor class for this next round.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah. 15.
Okay. Yeah. So your armor class is now what, 16 for this round?
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So any attacks, basically until your next turn, need to beat a 16. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's Pre's turn. So the Council of COVID is actually going to attack you then, Pre, because they've sort of followed the Junkos as they snuck up on Crumb. And
I just take some sticks from off the tree and just like shove them into my armor.
Yeah. You're just like ripping branches off as you go by them and just sticking them in your armor.
Sounds
everywhere. Right. It's pretty sweet. Okay, they're gonna attack you. And they do not get it. And in fact, they rolled so badly, they rolled a 2. I think what happens is they do this thing where they try and, have you ever seen like roller derby?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Where you can like sort of like slingshot. Yeah. They try and do that. But they're not really, they weren't sort of paying attention as you were beefing up your armor. And so they sling this person forward and they're coming at you. And then they realize like they don't really want to be coming at you right now. And so they just veer off and this person just falls off the edge of the branch.
I should add that with all my sticks sticking out, I look a little bit like a wooden bolus.
Oh, you do. You do. Do you sort of like throw it up to the bolus when you're doing this? Do you? Yeah.
I definitely.
Yeah. The bolus is commentating this whole time in the sort of like fast-paced commentary that sports commentators do, but like takes a second to recognize like and Prolencia with an incredibly novel move, making herself look powerful and majestic and wonderful in a way that everyone should aspire to.
Training paid off. Training paid off.
Training paid off. Yeah, I think you do that quite successfully. Crumb, you're up. Crumb, you just heard the sort of screams of this person from the Council of COVID as they dive down.
Yeah.
As they flew off the edge of the branch.
How close is everybody to me?
They've gotten closer. Yeah, so if you want to, you can spend your turn again to sort of move up, but I think the advantage that you gained is gone now. Yeah, they've caught back up to you.
Can I let's get some advanced Dungeons and Dragons here.
Okay.
May I?
This is the right crew for advanced Dungeons and Dragons. You're right. Yes.
I would like to hold my action.
Yeah. Okay. So explain what that is.
Oh, well, I think it's it's strategic. And you're waiting for the right moment to do something, and maybe the pieces aren't in place yet. I'm just giving the kind of conversational breakdown of it, not the official. And so I think you have to say what you're waiting for.
Yeah. Is that so? I can't remember if it's you just sort of decide when you want to insert yourself again into the order for this round, or what?
I'm just gonna say that I want to hold my action until someone attacks me. So right now I'm just holding on. I'm just buckling down, and if someone manages to land a blow, let's say, then I would like to be able to respond.
Okay, that sounds good.
And
yes,
so
that's good.
I'm just squeezing the ball as tight as possible, and I'm saying, and I'm crying, and I'm muttering over and over again. Those bird feeders are a fool's game. Those bird feeders are a fool's game. Those bird feeders are a fool's game. Just over and over again.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so we'll say the way this works is if anybody attacks you before your next turn, then you can act first. If we get to your turn and nobody has attacked you, then it's a lost turn.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Your green luscious comrades, who I think I forgot to have go last turn, they were just sort of like defending you, so it's fine. They're actually going to go on the offensive. They feel like this game is actually like almost won. And if they can get, so you're at 7.5 minutes. If you win this round as well, you're going to be at 12.5 minutes, which means you like need one more round. So they feel like we might as well go for it. So they're actually going to go on the offensive and attack the Council of COVID badly. Man, I'm rolling terrible today. They're going to attack, and actually they're going to miss so badly that they fall off.
Oh, you idiots.
They sort of like stop and then shoot forward, and the Council of COVID sort of dodges around them, and they fall off the edge. And so yeah. So it is just defending you now.
Oh, you idiots.
Thank God for the armor class boost.
And we are back to the top with Dahlia. Dahlia, you are
free.
You're let out. Yep, you're let out, and
like
you can
a
spend.
Little gremlin. She.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me hear my options. I should be wise.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. A couple of possibilities are you can spend your whole turn catching up with the group, but you wouldn't be able to attack anybody or even sort of insert yourself to defend. You would just get to the back of the group.
Yep.
You could swing around and attack that one Junkos player who just crawled up, Chad Firestorm's bud. Or you could
Chad
wait for
Firestorm is free too, right?
He's gonna be free next, so you could just wait for your bud to come on out.
I'm gonna wait and fucking watch.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna hold turn. I'm gonna hold turn until Chad Firestorm starts on the course, and then I'm gonna beat his ass.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, you do. You wait, and he comes out, and I'll let you move. I'll let you act as soon as he comes out.
Sweet.
So what do you do? He's next. So he comes out, and he's like trying to ignore you and sort of like playing it cool, and he's about to skate down. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna get on right behind him and then knock him off his board, because I think if I attack him before he's on, then I'm gonna have to go back to the penalty box. So I'm gonna jump on right after him. Yeah. Like he's gonna get on to skate, I'm gonna get on and then knock him down. Like that doesn't seem illegal.
It doesn't. No, that's legal. Yeah.
Seems fine. Seems fine.
Yeah, so why don't you roll for this? Why don't you make an attack roll?
An 8.
An 8 doesn't do it.
Okay.
No. But you find yourself right behind him.
I'm coming for you, Chad.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, chatty old boy. Yeah, you're sort of skating right behind him, and so I think even though you miss him, you get somewhat closer to the group, right, to the sort of lead group. Okay, Pri, you're next. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to skate up right next to Crumb here.
Yeah.
Oh, you were right there, little Crumb. You look a little tense.
Golems don't fly in these parts anymore. Golems don't fly in these parts anymore. Golems don't fly in these parts anymore.
Crumb, what are you talking about? Do you want to pass me the ball? Are you all right?
The bird feeders are a fool's game. The bird feeders are a fool's game.
All right. I think, is there anyone really close to Crumb and I?
Both teams are close. Both other teams are close. Yeah, and in fact, it's just you between both teams and Crumb now. The Council of COVID is there, and just slightly behind them are 4 members of the Junkos.
Okay.
And sort of like in the slight distance, you see Dahlia and you see Chad Firestorm and Dahlia like
on his ass.
tailgating him, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like seeing him kind of start to unravel a little bit.
Yeah.
And seeing that we're kind of being sandwiched with no way out, I feel like that's going to kind of set me off a little bit in terms of just wanting to like protect. Like this is kind of a moment that I've been waiting for. So I'm probably just going to go full ham now and just attack.
All right. I love it. Okay. All right. Who are you going to attack? Which team do you want to attack?
The Junkos.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So why don't you make a roll and tell me what you're going to do? Are you attacking with one of those with your staff, or are you attacking with fisticuffs, or what?
So I'm pretty much a giant bolus, like porcupine type thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm already pretty big, so I kind of just want to roll right into them, like barrel roll, full speed, just like arms outstretched, and just like I want to get as many of them down as possible.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. Yeah. So why don't you make a roll, and we'll say if you succeed on this, you're going to knock all of them down. Yeah.
It's like bowling.
Okay. Yeah. It's like bowling.
Bowling with the bolus.
Yeah. Bowling with the bolus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah.
This is a good day. This is a very good day for me.
It's a good day for you all.
I took your luck.
Yeah, you did. This is what I get for having a mustache. I feel like this is karma somehow.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm gonna write it out. It's okay. I'm gonna write it out. It's good. Okay, yeah. Describe how this works. Describe what this looks like.
So awesome. I imagine. So I just imagine
look awesome.
Doing the whole kind of like the propelling thing that you do when you're doing the. I'm not describing this properly, but basically I'm going full speed around Crumb and then going straight. I almost feel like we're going like uphill.
Oh, you're sort of like whiplashing around or
yeah, exactly. So I'm whiplashing full speed, and then I feel like I'd be laughing or smiling or something, just very, very happy about this because I've been wanting to fuck someone up full speed so badly for so long. So I'm just going full speed like this and just kind of laughing maniacally, and I'm just going to barrel roll right into them as fast as I possibly can.
Okay, this is awesome. You knock all 4 Junkos down. And you even take out a couple of the Council of COVID members because they're so close together because the branch is pretty tight. But I want you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you stay on the branch.
Ooh, that's a good point. It's line is under. If the line is under, is that?
That's the bottom.
Yeah, so it's like the line is the bottom. So if it's a yeah,
so it's a 9 plus 1 for my dexterity, so it's a 10.
I think you fall. I think you almost stay up, but just at the last minute, you sort of veer off. You take
fair trade.
Yeah,
that's a fair trade.
It's very good. And you're sort of like, are you like laughing maniacally the whole way down? Or are you sort of grinning and
I'm still laughing as I'm down.
Yeah,
I was like, ha!
It's amazing.
That was wonderful.
It's really good. Okay,
adrenaline is just woof.
Yeah. So yes, that was very good. Let's see. I think maybe okay. So the Council of COVID is next. They are all sadly down, so they're going to spend their turn climbing back up. Or 2 of them are going to spend their turn climbing back up. But 4 of them are going to attack you, Crumb. They got a 19.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So they come up on you and they knock the ball out of your hands. And one of them says, "Fucking amateurs." And they scoop the ball. And they're close. I mean, they don't sort of get away from you, but they've pulled the ball away.
Okay.
And it's Crumb's turn.
I scream.
Yeah.
I would scream. I'm not sure how that would work with the
audio. We can imagine it.
It's guttural, like Chewbacca mad level.
Yeah.
And then, in my head, I have my sword.
Yeah.
I think I have my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You have it.
So my eyes go whatever.
Yeah.
And I get the sword out, and I'm gonna start attacking whoever's close to me with the sword, not pat at anything.
We decided it wasn't actually going to be a sword, right?
Oh yeah, it's the brush hook.
Yeah, it's a brush hook.
It's even nastier. Yeah.
But this is your blade. This is your hex
blade.
This
is the evil.
Yeah.
Evil blade.
You pull it out, and as soon as you pull it out, you hear one of the referees blow their whistle. But I imagine that's not having much effect on you.
I'm not sure that I do hear a whistle.
Okay. Okay. You can make your attack. You can make your attack on these four people who are not wearing armor.
Whoever's closest.
Yeah. The Council of COVID is closest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whichever one of them.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so mad. That's a 9.
Yeah, 9 doesn't do it. A 9 misses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you're so sort of angry, and so you're in such sort of berserker mode that that you can't even like control yourself, and you're not used to skating like this, and so you whiff.
Maybe I even abandon the board. Who knows? Is that possible? Can I just get my wheelies out of my shoes?
Yeah, I think if you hop off the board, you're not going to be going fast enough to keep up with them.
Okay, then I stay on the board
because people are scooting along. But yeah, you're still right next to them, so it's not as if the chance has gone away. And then the last thing is that your green luscious friends crawl back up and get skating again. So they're going to spend their turn sort of catching up. And you hear Mickey say, "Crumb, what are you doing? Put the blade. What are you doing? Put the weapon away."
Let me make sure I'm maximizing my insanity at the moment here.
Yeah.
And then Crumb kills a man.
And then Crumb kills several people.
This took a very dark turn real fast.
It really did
take a pretty dark turn. Yeah.
I told you guys that the bird feeders were a fool's game.
Bird feeders were a fool's game.
I'm trying to find this thing that I have.
Pri and Dahlia, do you both have your magical items on you at this moment? Your memorable items?
Mm-hmm.
I think when Crumb starts to lose it, you feel them sort of heat up in your pocket. You could feel it like sort of get warm to the touch. And the bell, Pri, you can hear it sort of tinkling in your pocket.
Can I hear Crumb by any chance? Well, I guess I heard the scream, probably.
You can hear that. You can hear that at least.
It's still going, yeah.
And Dahlia, you're on the course again, right? You're tailgating Chad Firestorm. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you, that scream is very familiar. You've definitely heard that scream before. And Crumb has never done that, not since your time with PD, right? So it is familiar. Yes, it is familiar. You can't place it. You're not sure why.
This is what happens when you have too much soda.
Yeah.
Don't you dare blame Fanta.
None of you had the Fanta. What did that lady put in that tea?
Nobody had soda from that guy's, what's his name?
Oh, I had some.
Romeo Tabernacle's fridge.
Romeo. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got some like grape juice or some grape soda or something. Yeah. It's familiar to you. Yeah, you can't place why, but it's definitely familiar. Crumb, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you finished? Okay. So you got 2.5 minutes for that round. So you are currently at 15 minutes, which means you need to recover the ball once before the end of the game, and you will win. Okay. And it's been 4 rounds, which means there are 2 rounds left. Okay. And we'll start with Dahlia. So currently the Council of COVID has the ball.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get the ball then.
You're gonna let Chad Firestorm go?
I want to win.
Isn't it winning to beat Chad Firestorm up though? Isn't that winning the real game here? No, you can do whatever you want. I just like when you beat up.
I know. I'm thinking what Dahlia would do. I don't know. I think maybe her eyes would be on Chad Firestorm. I think I would go for the ball, but I think Dahlia is going to try and knock Chad Firestorm off.
Okay. I think since you're right behind him and you've been skating for a little while, I think he's started to focus more on the game and less on you. And so I'll give you an attack of advantage.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage here, so you can roll twice and take the higher of the 2.
Shitty one. Okay, my highest one was an 8. Apparently, I'm gonna roll really bad.
Yeah, I think you're sort of like punching around him, like your fists like keep appearing around. Yeah, he's too swift. Do you want to say anything to him? Do you want to? I feel bad having your turn just be like you swing and miss.
I mean, that's. She's probably just yelling like, "Why won't you go down?" Like,
yeah. That's nice.
That's it. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. All right. That's good. Pre, you're up. Oh, actually, sorry. The Junkos are up next. And they're just crawling back up. I think one of them, the one that was with Chad, but didn't get put in the penalty box, has made it back up and is going to try and take the ball from the Council of COVID, but does not. So basically there are 4 Council of COVID members and there's 1 Junkos member sort of skating along in the sort of pack with the ball. And then there's Crumb as well. We'll call it the Peloton. I don't know. That's another sports thing, right? Isn't that a thing?
Aren't those bicycles?
Biking?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that
Cycling
terrible
is
marketing thing.
Yeah,
cycling is.
If you loved your partner, you would buy them a Peloton.
Right.
Dang it! I don't love my partner.
There you go.
No. Okay, so yeah, now it's Pre's turn.
Okay, so have I climbed up the net?
Yeah.
Okay,
so I think you're back up.
What do I see?
You see this sort of like main crew skating around. There are 4 Council of COVID members, 1 Junkos guy, and Crumb, all sort of skating around with the ball, right? The Council of COVID members have the ball. You see Dahlia and Chad Firestorm approaching. And you see your fellow Green Luscious teammates also approaching. And that's it. Yeah.
So I'm probably going to focus on Crumb, who's probably whacking at people with a weapon, right?
Yeah. So the referees are still like blowing their whistles, but they can't get close enough because Crumb is like flailing around with this, and the game's still going. Yeah, I mean, it's just like this does not happen that people bring weapons in here like this.
All right, so I'm gonna make a beeline for them.
Okay, I think if you are going for Crumb, you can get to him and still have an action at the end of this.
All right, so I'm gonna yell at him.
Okay.
Crumb, calm down. What's going on, Crumb? Are you all right, little Crumb? See, I knew I should have gotten the backpack.
It's true. Yeah.
None of this would have happened with the backpack.
None of this would have happened if you hadn't had the Fanta and you hadn't rejected my backpack.
If you had just gone to the bathroom before this, like I told you. Yeah, he's screaming.
That's what you get in return.
Yeah. 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 Are you gonna do anything, Pri? Are you gonna?
The bell is still hot in my pocket, right? Mm-hmm. Like a hot pocket. All right, so like I'm gonna
hot pocket. Yeah.
Like a hot pocket in my pocket. All right, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna think about how we kind of did notice that Crumb seemed to think that the bell was familiar to him. So out of like sheer curiosity and just kind of desperation, I think I'm gonna take it out.
Okay.
And I've kind of been using it anyway to try and pacify him. So I'm gonna pull it out at this point because I don't want anyone to get killed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna ring it.
Okay. You ring it, and I want you and Crumb to roll a Constitution, a sort of head-to-head Constitution check.
That's a 1 for me.
Oh,
my luck ran out.
7.
Okay. You
I
ring
think
it.
I have a plus. I have a plus.
Do you have something. A +7 to it?
on a crit fail, I don't think the pluses matter.
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't think they matter when you roll a 1. Yeah, so you ring it. I think it's just too loud in here, like the bolus over the loudspeakers and the crowd and everything. The referees blowing their whistles. I think Crumb just can't hear it. He just can't hear it. Yeah, and you're maybe not sure if he couldn't hear it or if he did and it had no effect or what. You just can't tell. Okay. Yeah, but there's no effect. Yeah. Okay, the Council of COVID is going to go next, and they're actually going to go on the offensive, and they're going to attack you, Crumb.
Boy, they're stupid, huh?
Oh,
I'm slinging a real brush hook in your face.
I think they take their staves and they bust them off. They bust the padded ends off, so they're just like jagged. They're just jagged ends, and they say.
Kind of a street rules kind of.
Two can play at this, yeah. And they're gonna attack you. Does a 17 do it?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, and
wait, I'm taking damage.
You're gonna take damage. You're the ones who made this into a thing where people take damage. Okay, listen, I wanted to have a nice game.
It's episode 4. We haven't actually heard anyone yet.
It's true. Yeah,
I gave you a guy.
I gave you 2
true.
opportunities.
Whoops.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you did stab a guy. That's true.
I mean, we didn't hurt anyone who mattered.
Whoa! What about Dylan? Okay, you take 3 damage. Dylan, you can't have forgotten Dylan already.
Dylan with his husband.
Dylan, come on.
Yeah.
I don't think we met anyone like that. I'm afraid I don't remember anyone by that name.
Think of the Dylans. Come on. Think of the Dylans. Yeah, you take 3 damage, Crumb.
Yep. I certainly do.
And that's their turn. And you are next.
Yeah. I erupt in Arms of Hadar.
Okay. Tell us what that is.
I invoke the power of Hadar, the dark hunger. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from me and batter all creatures within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Bolus.
The bolus says, "This is getting so good."
Everyone who's within that range does a strength saving throw.
Within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that's the Council of COVID members.
Yeah.
That's your Green Luscious friends.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is also the one Junko guy that's there.
I erupt is the verb in the description.
Erupt.
I erupt.
Okay.
Tendrils.
Actually, let's say that Dahlia and Chad Firestorm are also there. Let's say everybody's rolling for this.
Oh, good.
So we're all rolling. What is it? Strength.
Strength saving throw. Yeah.
And what do we need to make to pass this?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know.
So it's a no.
Somebody tell me. How does that work?
It doesn't say there? Are we like rolling against your strength?
Oh, who knows? Who could really say?
Does anybody in the chat know?
I don't play casters very often, so.
Is there anyone in the chat? That's maybe
don't really the question.
Don't ask that. You don't want to know.
All right. Well, let's say it doesn't say in there.
Oh, wait a second. Fill the space. Fill the dead air.
Okay, somebody vamp quick. Okay, so a priest and a rabbi walk into a bar, and they say, "Wait a minute, we don't know this place. Let's go eat at McDonald's instead." The end. That was my joke.
Joke?
Joke? There was no punchline. Shoot. They walk outside, and a man. No, I've got nothing. I got
Wait
nothing.
for it.
I've got
I'm
nothing.
getting closer.
Almost.
Well, while we're at this dead air, I'm personally issuing a challenge to Jeff Bezos to meet me at the Taco Bell behind the dumpster to throw hands at 2 a.m.
Woo.
All right. Noted listener and viewer Jeff Bezos.
Yep.
Biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
There goes our
we
sponsorship.
We hope that you'll keep being a sponsor even after Lyndon kicks the shit out of you. And good luck, I guess, to everyone involved. All right. Well, I'm going to keep rolling for these chumps, and we'll see.
You get your numbers first, and then.
Yeah, they didn't do it. They maybe did do it.
I think you have to beat your own strength score, I think is what it is.
Beat your own strength score.
Right?
So like if this so like starting at like a 10 and then your modifier from that, or is it
I'm really just
you're just vamping. You're just
I've
guessing.
got all the information in the world right in front of me. What am I doing?
Should we just do how about just like a 12? Let's just do a 12. How about that? Can we just say a 12?
We can say a 12.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Does that sound okay, Dan? If we just do a 12?
Yeah.
You got to beat a 12. Okay.
Or can you get a 12? Because I just got a 12.
Yeah,
Meets
12
it, beats
passes.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
meets it, beats it. Yeah.
Cool.
So the Junkos
Cool,
the Green Luscious folks did not pass.
And you add?
I got a 14.
So you add your strength.
Yeah.
I don't have any extra
your modifier.
strength, so I just got a 12.
Make sure you don't have proficiency in strength, because that's an
Mhm.
extra bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay.
So
I got a 14 plus 2.
Oh, what's my spellcasting modifier? That's what we need to know.
What is your spellcasting modifier?
That's a great question.
Ain't nobody know.
Boy, that's another thing that's really hard to find out, isn't it? I'm sorry I broke the game by casting a spell.
It's okay. It's okay.
On
Let's just
Dungeons
do.
and Dragons.
Man, it's not advanced Dungeons and Dragons anymore, is
the
it?
advanced part has just
Oh
gone
no.
out the window.
Oh no. We're losing sponsorships.
12.
We're losing viewers.
12 is a great number.
Damn.
In my head.
12 works.
Yeah, let's do 12. So with a 12, the Junkos pass. They're okay, but Green Luscious and the Council of COVID get knocked back.
Nice.
And we'll just say knocked off the branch. Is that right? Is it just force backwards, or is it damage as well?
Oh, it's damage. It's dark energy. Okay.
All right. So how much damage is it?
If you fail.
Oh
god, it's 2d6 of necrotic damage.
Well,
you're gonna kill some people here.
Youch.
All right, so let's hear it.
And then Crumb got arrested.
I tried to warn everybody that I didn't really want to be.
Yeah.
Somebody put a dagger in me. It's only 5 damage.
Oh, only 5 damage. Okay.
We're only level 1, right?
Yeah, you're still level 1.
And
we're just babies.
And they can't take reactions until their next turn.
Okay. So so your Green Luscious pals fly off the branch and they shout, "What the fuck?"
And then if you did save, you only take half of that.
Oh, do we round up or down? Let's say round down.
Yeah.
Yep. So importantly, the Council of COVID members also took this damage and fly off the branch, and they leave the ball behind.
Yep.
Okay. The Junkos passed, but took some damage. Took 2 damage. Okay. Pri and Dahlia, did you both pass
Somebody
that?
please stop me.
I got a 12, so I passed.
You passed, so you just take 2 damage, and you too, Pri?
Just 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
14 plus.
All right. Okay. So that is Crumb's turn. He now has tentacles. Do they stay out?
They last. No, they're just out and flailing until it's done.
Okay, and is it done now? Like they don't. There's not like
When
a
are they
radius
done?
around you that
You tell me,
um
DM.
they're gonna stay out.
Okay.
So I think this ball. Let's say this. The ball falls onto Crumb's board, but he doesn't notice it.
Yeah.
And there's this big radius of tentacles around him. So if you want to get the ball, you're gonna have to go through the tentacles. And only one of you has experience getting into some tentacles.
Who knew that was going to come in handy?
Who knew? So we're back at the top, and Dahlia, you're up. We are in the last round now. So if you don't get the ball, so long as you make sure that nobody else gets the ball, you're okay. Actually, you know what? You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think because of the fact that the bird thing heated up in her pocket, she's going to take out her little treasure and kind of be like, Crumb, don't do it. Don't hurt anybody else. Like,
yeah. Okay. So let's do a head-to-head Constitution check between you two.
All right. Okay.
A 17.
Ooh.
12.
Yeah, that does it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. So when you do that, Crumb, that sort of like screaming voice in the back of your head quiets down.
That sure is annoying. And
yeah.
Sucks the tentacles back in.
Yeah, the tentacles scoop back in, and
thank the heavens.
You find yourself like back in control of yourself.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Get the ball, idiot.
Yeah, Dahlia screams, "Get the ball, idiot." Yeah. So
no.
Dahlia, do you want to try and get the ball?
Yes. If he's not going to, because she just like is so focused on winning.
I've stopped skating.
Yeah.
I come to a stop, and I kind of.
Yeah, you can't come to a stop here. You're still there's sort of no way to. Well, I guess you can. Yeah, I guess you can. That's fine.
Okay, if the board keeps moving, I
you
guess
I'm off.
I'll yeah. let it go.
Oh man, you hop off this board.
Yeah.
Do you hop off onto the branch, or are you just like jumping off?
I'm just going totally limp. Just like I can't hold myself up in the face of where I just went.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. So Dahlia, I think you skate right by him. Mm-hmm. Are you still going for the ball?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Good.
You go for the ball, and actually as soon as you pick it up, the buzzer or the sort of the big scoreboard sort of dings because you've had it for 15 minutes and 1 second, right? Which is all you need. And even as like the referees are still coming for you, the bolus says the winners in a completely unpredictable and semi-violent match, which has ended with one of them stepping off of his board, one of them turning herself into a big planty bolus, and I mean honestly, all of my non-existent thumbs way up. One of them trying to beat the shit out of Chad Firestorm. The winners are Green Luscious. Wow, fantastic, amazing. And the crowd just erupts. They're just like, yeah, they're losing their mind. They're very into this. Yeah, and you win.
So my first thing is when I get the chance to, and I'm holding the ball and I'm pumping it over my head, and I look for Chad Firestorm like, yeah, how about this autograph?
Yeah, Chad is like, he's still bleeding. It's like a very aggressive nosebleed, and he's just like, just sort of staring daggers at you. He is not happy about
Gonna
this.
need a cleric now, aren't you?
He points to you and he says, "I'll get you for this." And then they're like sort of hustling back through the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah. What about the other two? What are you doing?
I'm skating right up to little Crumb here.
Yeah.
And I reach
quite
a
large.
hand out.
I'm quite large.
Little.
You'll always be little Crumb to us.
Decent sized Crumb.
Yeah.
I reach out a hand to Little Crumb and I tentatively just go like,
yeah.
Little Crumb. Little Crumb, do you want me to carry you, Little Crumb? Because I can do that. I'll do it. I'll carry you.
You should just leave me here. Oh, that's the wrong one. You should just leave me here.
Yeah, what was that? It's fucking hard, isn't it? You've got one voice to do. Yeah. Mickey skates up and says, "Hey, I don't know what the hell you two are doing, and I don't know what the fuck that shit with the weapons was, but they're getting away. So if we want to find out what the deal with their cleric is, we got to go now. Can you pull yourself together, please? And can we get out of here?"
I still have the. Do I have the harness?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, our stream video just went down.
Oh no, it did.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Our stream went down.
Is it like dead?
Well, the video's off.
Oh, the video's dead. Why?
Is it because our Zoom call timed out?
Did our Zoom time out?
No. Maybe they could.
We're still on Zoom.
Can they still hear us?
They can still hear us though, right?
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, they can still hear this good audio. Okay, well, we're nearly done. Yeah, we're nearly done.
This is a really emotional scene.
It's a really
Zoom
emotional
was
scene. Yeah. Mickey says like we gotta go. Are we going or what?
Okay. Do I still have the harness?
Yeah, you still have it.
I offer it to Crumb, and I say, "Do you want me to carry you? Are you sure you don't want me to carry you? We've got to go."
Do you think that harness will be enough? Do you think that harness will be enough?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
You've seen it. You've seen what I get like.
Yeah, I mean, I've dealt with bolus type creatures before, and frankly, I don't think this harness is enough. I'm going to have to buy a more reinforced one, and I will, in fact, beat up the orc woman who sold this piece of shit to me. But
yeah, she's in the audience, and she's 2 big thumbs up. Yeah.
I go.
Yeah.
So I take it out and I say, "No, this will not be enough, but the 3 of us will be." And
I don't know why I'm miming this.
Yeah, they
with
can't
the
see
dead
us.
video,
Yeah.
but
Crumb,
I'm getting into the harness. I accept the harness.
Yeah, Crumb gets into the harness.
It's what I deserve.
And Mickey says, "Let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go right now. Are you ready?"
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry for what you all just went through and witnessed.
Dahlia
I'm
is
sorry
so busy,
too.
like showboating out in front of the crowd.
She doesn't give a
misses
shit.
all of this. She misses all of it.
Dahlia spikes the fucking ball, and she's like, she's way into it. Yeah.
She's like pointing at Chad Firestorm, like, loser.
Yeah. I think Mickey sort of like hustles you out, and you follow him down the tunnel, and we can stop there for this week. And we will be back. We'll be back at our regular time on Tuesday, internet dependent.
And we'll know all the rules by then.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
I will read this entire textbook of the player's handbook, and I will definitely have memorized it.
Let that be a lesson. You know, for all you novice or beginning players out there, you could just do what feels right.
Just do what feels good. That's
just
right. If a 12 feels right, just go with the 12.
Yeah, just feel it.
That's right. Just feel it.
Spiritual.
Yeah. It's spiritual. Okay. All right. Well, until next week, next Tuesday. Yeah, we'll see you then. Hopefully see you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, world.
Thanks, everybody.